Today, we will be looking at Monsters, Inc. Here we go.
This is a 2319 in progress. The area is clear. Coming through. Watch yourself. Stand back. Careful. All clear. Situation is 990. Ready for decon.
Hey, thanks, guys. That was a close one.
Okay.
Monsters, Inc. is Pixar's fourth movie, released in November of 2001. It grossed over $577 million, making it the third largest film of that year. Even though the movie had a huge amount of success, it lost to Shrek for the best animated movie. One of the other interesting tidbits about this movie is the cast. So, Billy Crystal originally passed up the possibility of playing Buzz. So, he was pretty upset about that, and he didn't want to make the same mistake with the possibility of playing Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski's partner, Sully, was played by John Goodman, but he was not the first choice. Originally, it was supposed to be Bill Murray, but Bill Murray decided he wanted to ghost the director, Pete Docter.
Good morning, Roz, my succulent little garden snail. And who would we be scaring today?
Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night.
Oh, that darn paperwork. Wouldn't it be easier if it all just blew away?
Don't let it happen again.
Yes, well, I'll try to be less careless.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
So when I was watching this movie, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed this movie when I was younger, too. I think, like the other Pixar movies so far, what makes it stand out is the heart and the comedy. Just like Toy Story, this one had a great dynamic duo between Mike and Sully. Those were very good characters, very enjoyable characters to watch on screen. They really balance each other out well, and as they were written as such. And then just going off that dynamic duo, Mike really brings the comedy, and then Sully kind of grounds everything. And that allows Mike to go kind of more off the walls. And none of the humor is, like, I would say, very, very serious or very tense. It's just goofy and dumb, as it should be for a kid's movie. So they do that very well. It may not make you laugh, but it will make you smile at the very least. It's very lighthearted and funny and good, which is needed in this world. So the other thing that really stood out to me in this movie is how fast-paced it is. This movie just felt like it was going a lot quicker than any other movie, at least Pixar movie that I've seen so far. It just hits and it just goes. And I honestly think that adds to how enjoyable it is. There's no stopping and the plot's always moving. I appreciate that. The final thing I want to add before we move on to the next section where I talk about where I rank this movie is the heart that this movie had. I feel like the Pixar movies now are very well known for how much heart they have. And we started to see that with Toy Story 2, and I guess a little bit in Toy Story 1. But I feel like the ending in this movie, Monsters, Inc., it was different. It hit harder than any of the others so far.
Of my voice. Okay, stop. Open them. Ta-da!
Mike, is that...
Sorry it took so long, pal. There was a lot of wood to go through. You know, it only works if you have every piece.
Ooh?
Kitty.
Obviously, that that was a lot, and it's gonna get worse coming, so buckle up. But that really sets this movie apart for me. So that's the only thing comparable to that is the Jesse moment in Toy Story 2 that kind of jerks at you, but that moment right there is what Pixar movies do, and that's what they've gotten really good about. So right now you're kind of looking at the standings with number 3 being A Bug's Life, number 2 being Toy Story, and number 1 being A Toy Story 2. In my mind, it was pretty clear this movie is better than A Bug's Life. No offense to that movie, but it's in that range of Toy Story and Toy Story 2, which makes this decision really hard. So when deciding where I want to put it, I wouldn't say it's far off from the top or the bottom. All these movies are really tight in my eyes. I think it's better than Toy Story, and here's my thought process. I think it has the dynamic duo that movie, Toy Story, has, but it's quicker, it moves faster, and I feel like there's more to it. And that whole moment hit hard. Now you're comparing it to the peak moment of Toy Story was when Buzz and Woody kind of got together and became friends, versus Sully seeing Boo again. It's hard to compare, but both those moments hit hard. I think what gives the edge for Monsters Inc. for me is just the fast pace of this movie and just the more going on. Where Toy Story was just Buzz and Woody. And that's not bad. I don't think that movie's bad at all. And it's right there. It's honestly one of those things where on a different day I could see myself picking Toy Story over Monsters Inc. Now I have to decide, is it better or worse than Toy Story 2? Like I said before, these movies are really tight for me. Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, and Monster Inc. are all in that 90, 91, 89, 92 kind of range. That upper B+, A- kind of movie. All very good films. So I feel like any day I could flip-flop on any of these. But right now, how I'm feeling, Monster Inc. will be number 2 for me. The thing that kind of separates Toy Story 2 and Monsters Inc. for me is the underlying theme. Toy Story 1 also had that, but I think how the plot moved along, how quickly it was, and how enjoyable the movie was compared to Toy Story kind of pushed it above the original Toy Story. But Toy Story 2 and Monsters Inc. kind of compares in that realm of being quick and interesting and funny. I think what sets Toy Story 2 apart for me, just barely, very close, is just the underlying theme. I feel like the underlying theme in Toy Story 2 of having to decide your future is something that resonates with me more. So with all that being said, this is the final standings. A Bug's Life at number 4, Toy Story at number 3. Number 2 is Monsters Inc. And number 1 is Toy Story 2. Let me know what you decided down below. Comment, subscribe, like. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what you think of these movies. And that's all I have for now. I'll see y'all next time. Ciao.